if you're a teacher, you know about assessments and how they drive instruction. So there are some cool, fun ways to assess your students besides using paper and pencil. So these are some resources that I went over today in the training, but if I went too fast or if you forget something, we are going over Kahoot. I'll go over Google Forms and a new one, Edulastic, that the kids really enjoy. So Kahoot is a really popular one, and after you play a game of Kahoot, then you're here at your home screen in your own account. Then you click on Reports. And so this might pop up, but I'm just gonna So these are all of the Kahoots that I've ever played with my students. Of the dates, players, and so this is the latest one we played in November when they came back, just to review procedures. And so you just click on whichever class you'd like and download. And the results for Kahoot always show up in a Excel. Sorry, it's taking a little long to load. Okay, so it breaks it down by when you did it, how many questions there are, how many players. And then so it even overall performance, if you want to see that. If at the end your students took the feedback survey of it, you can see that, results. And then here, you could do final scores. So if you just want to overall score, correct answers, incorrect answers, and it actually ranks it. So these students it's kind of like the leaderboard at the end of the game. It ranks the students by correct answers. Then you also have a question summary tab, so it'll break it down even more for you. Question 1, this person got it wrong, this person got it right with the green. And you can slide to your right and see what answer they actually chose for so green, they got it right. If they got red, they got it wrong. And so this just gives you even further breakdown of it. So you can use Kahoot. Yes, they're having fun, and yes, they're playing a game, and they don't really think that they're being assessed, but you can use it as an assessment grade to see if they comprehended or if you're looking for something else. So then that was Kahoot. Simple. It collects all the data for you. You just download the report and use it how you would like. Then another common one that we all use is Google Forms. So if you make sure you're in your PGCPS account, go to the 9 dots, go to your drive, click New. For Google Forms, you're going to have to click More, and it's the first option. All right, I know before I make it all pretty, I know I'm going to make this a quiz. So I go directly to Settings first. See where it says Quizzes. Make this a quiz. So I like this option to immediately release a grade after each submission, just so they know They can see their missed questions, correct answers, and point values. And I definitely want to collect their emails, so I do that. But I want to make sure in general. So I did my quiz settings, but I also want to go back to general and just make sure that collect email addresses is checked off, just because I want to know which student turned it in and the answers. So I usually don't limit to one response, but that's your option if you'd like that. They can edit after they submit it, or they can see summary charts and text responses. I don't really want them to see their classmates' answers, so I don't usually click these options. Okay, now I'm going to make it pretty. So if I don't want this purple, the header, this is the header part. You just choose an image. Usually I try to stick to whatever the Google form is going to be about, but I just did food, or you could do like illustrations, whatever you're thinking at the current moment. And sometimes they have these like moving ones, so I like to do them to keep your kids interested. But also, if you just want to upload a photo from the internet as your background, or if you have one on your computer already ready to go, you just click your albums. I'm going to click this birthday cake. And so now that has a birthday cake, it'll have some theme colors for you. Background color, changes the background here. Theme color, you'll see different color choices you can pick from. I'm just going to say there. Okay, you always want to title your form. So we'll just do Google. We'll just do assessment tools. So if I wanted to assess if you actually understood the screencast and understood the new features that I showed you, I would do this. And if you need a form description, so if you're going to give them directions of any sort, is usually where I put it there. And then you just start creating your questions. These are all the different type of questions you can do. A short answer, a whole paragraph if you want, multiple choice, check boxes, a drop-down menu. If you want to do a linear scale, multiple choice grid, a checkbox grid. So there's all these different options that you are able to do in Google Forms that you can create. So I always just put a 1 so they know that's question number 1. So how do you see results from a hoop game? And so if I want to make it multiple choice, you just create the different options and then make sure that you have required, so they can't skip the question, they have to. And then you want to create the answer key so Google Forms knows which answer you're looking for and give it a point value. And then you go on to the next question once you've done that. You can switch up the type of questions that you want, or if you want to insert an image with the question. So if you want them to look at a picture and then answer a question about that image, you go here. If it's a video, if you want them to watch a video and then answer questions about it, you go here. Those are this little toolbar gives you different options. Adding a question, title and description, image, or a video. So then once they take the quiz, you'll see the responses here. And it will give you a nice little summary with a chart. All right, let me know if you have any more questions. And happy exploring with your assessment tools.